What if I told you that with just a few clicks, you could automate some of your tedious tasks in Excel? Well, that's exactly what macros can do. So let's take a look at our data we have here, and let's run a simple macro. So first, if you look up top, you can see the developer tab. That's what we'll need. So if you don't have it, you'll want to right click somewhere on one of these tabs and go to customize ribbon. And then over on this main tab section, you'll want to make sure developer is clicked. Hit OK. So now you can see we have macro, record macro. Those will be the two functions we use. So we're just going to run a simple macro that deletes all of our data. So what we're going to start with is record macro. So we click record macro. We're going to want to set up a name. So let's just call it delete data. And then once we hit OK, it's going to start recording. So now if you look here, it shows stop recording. So now it's recording everything we're doing in terms of clicks and entries. So all I want to do is highlight everything that I want the macro to delete. So we'll highlight all these cells minus the header, and we'll just hit delete. And now I want to stop recording. So now if I open the macros, you could see delete data. Now I could run it, but there's no data. So we'll want to put some data back. And now if I open macros again and run delete data, it'll delete all the data. So another cool thing we can do is make a button. If you go to insert the form control button and then just drag it, we'll have to assign a macro. So obviously we'll do delete data and then we'll hit OK. So now we have a macro button. Let's rename it. Delete data. And if you want, you can go into format control and make it all pretty. Change the color, change the size, bold, however you want to do it. But now we have a button. We can move it around. And if you notice, if you hover over it, it'll allow you to click. So if I click it, there you go. It just ran our macro. So now if I were to get more data, all I have to do is run that macro and it deletes all the data. So there you go. Hope that helped.